that I could change the world. I had the power to change the world. I had the power to make a difference, and I could make a better life than my parents. Hope were the words of great leaders of that era. The words, ask not what you can do for your country. Ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. The hazard of quoting famous quotes. John F. Kennedy, his inaugural address in 1961. Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech. During that era, what also was going on was there was the race to the moon. We as Americans could not let the Russians get there first. So there was this concerted effort during that time to achieve that goal. So 500 million viewers of TV one morning, actually July the 20th, 1969, so over 40 years ago, viewed Apollo 11 land on the moon. And Neil Armstrong set foot on the surface of the moon and made his statement. That's one small step for man and a giant leap for mankind. What's interesting about that, though, he left out a little conjunction. A man. He left out the A in that statement, which is interestingly noted. But because of these influences, we strove to be the very best. We aimed high. We wanted to succeed. And there was great power behind that. There were 76 million baby boomers who were born between 1946 and 1964. Today, we're down to 72 million, evidently. But out of this era came the hope, looking at possibilities, and we knew that if we worked hard, we would succeed. Well, that changed pretty rapidly. We learned all too quickly that we had to grow up. We had idealistic thoughts of world peace, ending wars, saving the environment, but we began to see national and world events unfolding in front of us. The assassination of John F. Kennedy, Martin Luther King Jr., the Vietnam War, the energy crisis of the 70s, the recession of the 80s. Kind of sounds a little familiar. But that was the dose of reality that we needed. We needed to complete our education at that time. We needed to get jobs. We had to pause the cause. The new reality was balancing one's life with the right mix of reflection, renewal, and rejoicing. You might ask the question, well, how did you plan to make a difference? Well, there was power behind the numbers, just in knowing that there were 76 million of us, and kind of the like-mindedness of the group. But that changed pretty quickly, and we began to look at, how can we really affect this change? So we began to look at a mix of, what can we do as individuals? Because you can bite things off at one at a time. So this gave us time to really look at making a difference by sharing our ideas. Who knows? Who might pick up on some of these ideas? What's really interesting about the baby boomers are that there's a certain like-mindedness. We understand the same jokes. We understand the same time frames. We could all imagine where we were when we heard about the Kennedy assassination. Just like today, everyone remembers where you were when Challenger exploded, when the Twin Towers came down. So it's that kind of unity that ties together generations. which gives generations the power to really generate ideas and move things forward. So looking at how we can make a difference today, we can look in our own backyard. There's looking at the community. What can we do to make a difference on a one-on-one basis? Mr. Timer, where are we?
5. Oh, sorry. Right there.
We're counting on.
5:20.
So looking at, at one time we looked at world peace, we looked at solving world hunger, ending wars, but we found out that that was not realistic. So looking at what we can do today, we can make a difference in our corner of the world. We could join groups like Toastmasters, learn how to really present our ideas and communicate that with energy. And what really made a difference for baby boomers is that we have that really, that goal to succeed, to really do things better and to make a difference. We don't have to, and you don't have to be a boomer to do this. We have a perfect opportunity as Toastmasters. We can be creative, we can test ideas, we can pull that off. Step out of your comfort zone and make your corner of the world a better place. It doesn't have to be about the days of the rose-colored glasses. Peace, love, and you can fill in the blank, and the rest is up to you.